Yeah, Vic. So basically, these games, man, we are already on week 11. My oh my.
Season went by real fast.
Season went by real freaking fast. So, what we doing here is what it is. It's what it is. We just sitting up here chopping it up with you all, man. Mo is out and about handling a little personal business at this time. We should have some more folks coming in. But hey, man, this is an invasion again. This is a views from the 22 invasion going on, man. We got we got Vic here. He gonna keep us updated and everything and let us know what's going on. Um, like I told him earlier, I like this background he got. He got the action figure background going on, man. Vic, talk to him, man.
Yeah, man. Been a busy Sunday already for a few of us. It looks like
Right.
had to make a run to the airport, drop some family off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always doing business, things in an undisclosed location.
Hmm.
Everybody else scrambling around, getting their Sunday morning activities done. But we here, man. It's already midday. It's already past afternoon. It's afternoon here in the East Coast.
Right.
Uh, we got a decent lineup today in terms of the games. I think what would he have? I think we got 5 teams on by here. Is it? No, we got 4 teams. Miami's on by. Seattle,
Miami, Seattle, Tampa.
Jacksonville. Yep.
Yep.
Thursday night game, we had Tennessee 27, Green Bay 17. Tennessee was looking like a little different football team over there.
I was just about to say, man, they went up there. They handled bit. You know what? Ain't too many times people go to Green Bay and just handle business.
And Green Bay has been an inconsistent team this year. Their win against the Cowboys was big. I thought that might have been something that can kickstart them for the rest of the season, try to make a playoff push. And then they laid an egg against Tennessee. Tennessee came with it all, man. Defensively, offensively, they ran the ball well, of course. But the time of possession was something that was important. If I'm not mistaken, it was like 35-25, something like that. I don't have the card in front of me right now. But they definitely, Thursday night games, man, you know how I feel about those games, man. And, it's either both teams look like shit or one team is going to,
right,
come out of there looking. So is it a situation where Green Bay just kept being inconsistent or they was just not, prepared, being that you only got 3 days of rest? Who knows what it was, man? All I know is that Tennessee handles business. They're definitely going to always be on the top of the conference, or at least leading their division right now with the way things are in that division. Kind of probably the weakest division in the NFL. If you consider how inconsistent the Colts can be too.
Yeah.
Then you got the Texans and the Jaguars, who are young teams still trying to figure things out. So Tennessee got an easy schedule, man. They've been having an easy schedule for the last however many years. Anyway,
I was just about to say they backstretch or they skills would be so easy, and then it kind of makes you wonder, like, can it be so cakewalk? That's why they be getting put out the first or the second round so easily,
right?
Because they don't get challenged,
right? And that's the problem, is that, like, they got to match up with the biggest teams in the AFC. They got to match up with the juggernauts.
right?
You know what I'm saying? You got the Chiefs, you got the Bengals. If we still consider them, I mean, they were in the Super Bowl last year. And I'm pretty sure I'm missing a couple other teams. The Bills.
You got the Bills, and you probably did what they didn't beat Baltimore, but Baltimore just ain't no pushover for them.
Yeah, Baltimore, yeah. So the Steelers are not going to be exactly the team that they've been. They're kind of retooling right now. Yeah, but the Titans still got to the Titans basically just get ready for the playoffs. That's what they got to do right now.
Right.
Playoffs and trying to go up against those teams. So we got 3 folks on. Anybody want to shout out? Shout out to those that are on right now. As far as
Man, I was just looking at it myself, but
thank you for the support. As
yes,
always, we don't have Mo, but he said he will check in
yeah,
if he possibly could.
Mo gonna probably be here. If not, he gonna be in the chat. So
Yeah.
we get it all, we get it all covered. So man, let's go ahead and start off, man. Pick a game. We ain't gonna spend that much time. We're gonna try to do this within the next, get done with this about the next 30 to 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah, I
we
got
can get set and stuff. So
right. I got New England. I got the Jets going to New England. This is the Jets. That's a 6-3. This is a 6-3 New York Jets football team right now.
who
Man.
won that when they played? They just played not too long ago, right?
They did they play Sunday? I'm not sure if they had a bye on Sunday.
Because I know they played. I think they played not too long ago, but it was if my guy Sauce Gardner, man.
Bro, it's a really solid young team. Unfortunately, they lost their what looked to be gonna be a star running back.
Right.
And Brees Hall.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm trying to get to their schedule here. But I mean, yeah, Sauce Gardner. They got also a couple other kids in the secondary. I'm not sure if you could hear me well.
Yeah, no, you good. Yes, they played the Bills. They played the Bills on week 3 and they beat them 20-17. So now they're going to they played the Bills. They played the Bills, but the Patriots beat them last time 22-17.
Right. So now that was in New York, and now they could get their rematch here in New England. All right. So
right.
You know, listen, 6-3. That speaks volumes right now for a young football team, young quarterback. Zach Wilson was a guy that German and I liked as we evaluated him coming out of college. Mm-hmm. Now he did come from a lower college program, you can say, in BYU. Not much competition. But the kid's got a strong arm. He can throw across the hash marks. He can throw outside the numbers. The idea is, you know, and the question marks are: is he going to be accurate? And is he going to make the right decisions? This kid is a gunslinger. Yes, he's also kind of below average height you would like for a quarterback, at about 6'1", 6'2". So he's got some things going on against him. That offensive line for the Jets has been outstanding. You know, so there's protection there. They run the ball well. So, you know, it's going to be about the quarterback in the passing game. Are they going to be challengers here in the next 6-7 weeks left of the season?
Right.
You know, so New England is a tough matchup, man. If they could go up there in New England, you know, the defense is always going to be ready with Bill Belichick and his schemes
already.
So, you know, what are the Jets going to bring? What do you think about this game?
Dude, I mean, like I said, man, I'm a Sauce Gardner fan. I like this kid. I really like what he brings to the table. I didn't see him get beat and catch up and knock the ball out of people's hands.
Yeah, catch up.
I mean, I don't know what it is about cornerbacks, but we always we rate quarterbacks and stuff, and we go by the school, somewhere the school where they go to. Like you said about Zach didn't play the competition like that. But these corners, it don't matter what school they come from. If you can play cornerback, you can play cornerback. And this guy here, for him to be so young, he's a gifted individual. I wanna pick the Jets. I want to pick the Jets in a payback. I want to see them go 1-1.
Yeah.
Ain't too many, dude. We don't pick the Jets often over here. We don't pick the Jets often, but when we do, I mean, we do what we do.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I got the Jets in a revenge game, man. That's gonna be.
Listen, I mean, you know, one thing that the Patriots right now, unfortunately, Mac Jones, another guy that we liked, he's causing a quarterback train controversy right now. You know, to me, there's not pieces around him right now. The left tackle should be playing guard. The receivers are not great. The tight ends are not great. This is about mid-tier type of players that they got right now.
Mm-hmm.
So are they helping in his development? Is my question.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a situation where there's no offensive coordinator. You know, McDaniels left over to Vegas. That's a whole different other story right now.
Oh,
A whole other problem.
oh
But
God.
but you know, your young quarterback doesn't have that continuity that you need there offensively. So, you know, the Jets with that secondary can take advantage of this and shut that passing game down. And it could be just a clash of running the football here. And whoever runs the football the best might be your winner.
Yeah.
Damn, dog.
So who you got, Vic? You got to make a decision, man. Who you got?
I mean, I'll go with the Jets just for the fun of it, man. Just for the fun of it, just because they're the more entertaining team right now. Can't forget about Garrett Wilson. They're rookie wide receiver out of Ohio State.
Mm-hmm,
So I mean, they got some young blood that is fun to watch right now. So I'll go with the Jets.
When Wu-Tang is representing you, you're doing something good.
Absolutely.
You seen them come out with the black and green. Oh, that was tough. That was tough there.
They feel it's amazing, like especially New York, when your team is doing good, all of a sudden
they go support.
You know what I'm saying? The rappers, the celebrities will start, throwing their name. Oh, wait, yeah, I am a Jets fan. Don't forget about me.
They go support you. They New York through and through, man.
Absolutely.
They New York.
So I'll take the Jets in this game. Just like I said, it'll probably be a tight, low-scoring game, 2017, something like that. But
yeah,
definitely should be fun to watch. Next game on the docket, bro. I got Philly headed over to Indianapolis. You got
Philly
8-1, huh?
Philly is pissed.
Oh yeah. You got an 8-1 Philadelphia team. Just came off of a loss against the Commanders. Listen, it's tough, man. You got a young football team. You got a young quarterback still. Jalen's still on the learning process. He's developing nicely. You know what I'm saying? His trajectory is going up right now. Exceeding expectations. So is he overachieving? That remains to be seen. The playoffs will be a different animal. You know how that goes. But this is an 8-1 football team, came off of a loss, so they definitely going to go into Indy hungry. And what's important is that this is a team that is healthy for the most part. They did just lose the tight end, Goddard, very athletic tight end. But Miles Sanders has been healthy. That's important. Kenneth Gainwell, the backup, healthy. Scott, the other running back, healthy.
Yeah.
So the receivers have stayed healthy. So it's a healthy football team. The offensive line is still who they are. So, Indy, again, I talked about it earlier, 4-5-1. Like Mo likes to say, if you end a game in a tie in the National Football League, you don't deserve to make the playoffs.
Don't even worry.
So in this case, Indy does not look like a playoff team this year. And so I'm gonna go with Philly. I think this is an obvious choice. I think that they'll be able to control this game and win this game. What you think?
I do want to see how Indy gonna take the game plan of Washington first. Second, I want to see how does Philadelphia adapts to adjusting. Everybody has been adjusting to Philadelphia and how they win and how to defeat them. Now that they have been defeated, how do they go by changing it up? How do they go by fixing their wrongs and going to the right? This is the first time we're seeing this from them. The first time. So we're going to see. If Matt Ryan's your quarterback, I can't do it with you. I can't do it. So
listen, Jeff Saturday's first game last week. He throws in Matt Ryan. I think it was the right thing to do. Being a veteran, Sam is going to be a good backup in the NFL. That's about it.
That's it.
So that decision to throw him in like that, it was like giving up in the middle of the season. So as much as we, might have some criticism against Matt Ryan, he's the right decision right now at this stage for the Colts. So we'll see what happens with Jeff Saturday, man.
I'm picking Philly. I'm gonna pick Philly.
Yeah, I think Philly Philly should be able to handle business in this game. Again, just a stronger, more talented football team.
And people that want to know about that Jeff Saturday, that's a whole different show for a whole nother day, because that situation there, you're gonna get what you deserve. That's that's all I'm gonna say about that. You're going to get what you deserve. Hey, we say it all the time in the group. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out for them the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, it's like 50-50. A lot of people were okay with it. A lot of people were questioning it. So, yeah, like you said, that's a whole different subject. Yeah. So next game on the docket, I got Detroit headed to New York. Giants. New York's version, of the opposite Jets, Giants here. They share the same stadium. But these are two football teams, bro, that playing very well, and the Giants are 7-2 right now. This is another team that you can consider is still a young football team as well. They got Saquon Barkley back there, who in his 5th year, after 4 or 5 years, is probably as effective as they can come at running back. He's actually helping the football team win some games this year. The quarterback has been better. Doesn't mean he's great, but the quarterback has been better. Daniel Jones, he's not fumbling or he's not throwing interceptions like he was previously when he came up. So, then this is you got the Lions 3-6. That's not bad per se for a team that's rebuilding. That I think they 2 wins last year. Mm-hmm. So, this should be another game that the Giants can continue their hot start to the season. 7-2, like I said, they definitely look like they're a playoff team. They definitely look like they're headed for the playoffs. Whether they go deep obviously remains to be seen. But I think I'm picking the Jets in this game. They're at home. They should be able to handle business.
You going with the Giants?
Absolutely.
You going with the Giants? Another New York team. Yeah. They coming out.
Yeah.
Saquon, like you said, Saquon is finally becoming, not finally, but he's coming to what we wanted to see from him.
Right.
He's being patient. He doesn't mind taking the 4 in the cloud of dust, because that's just the right read at that time.
Right.
Everything, you just can't just out athletic beat people like he was at Penn State.
Yes,
it took him about 4 years to figure this out, and it looks like he has figured it out. Daniel Jones is not tripping over the 20-yard line no more by himself. He's actually playing. He fits. He fits the mold of the quarterback that we're trying to get to right now. He got the mobility, can get the ball to your playmakers like how you're supposed to. So yes. And on the other side, Vic, you got to help me out with the other side, man. I just don't know. I mean, Detroit is just, it's just, they are, like when, on cartoons and you see that dude just digging that hole. He's studying digging that hole to go to that day, getting that daylight. That is Detroit.
Yeah.
Now they got some special players.
They got players.
Don't get now them digging out of this hole going to be a little bit faster of a process. They have a coach that's a master motivator. He gets them guys hyped. I tell you one thing about Detroit, they're not gonna lack for effort.
No,
they're gonna give you 110%, win, lose, or draw. They're gonna give you 110%. So, but my choice is going to be the Giants today.
Yeah.
The Giants.
No, I mean, listen, the Lions got a roster, man. They built the trenches. Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan.
Yeah.
Their first round pick, fantastic player. The offensive line, they've been putting a lot of resources, on the trenches. So, but still young football team. So definitely the Giants. As we have Coach Les here joining in.
Worldwide in the building.
Do it. Yeah. What you got in this game, bro?
Giants and Lions, man. Who you got, man? Talk
Giants. I don't even. Why would I ever pick the Lions?
to
Barry Sanders playing.
You know what?
Calvin Johnson coming back.
Megatron.
Calvin ain't walking through that door, man.
And Barry ain't walking through that door. So,
I'm
all right.
looking for Herman Moore. Yes, sir.
Real quick, shout out to KG.
KG. Tanya.
Shout out to Tanya. They're in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
KG said the Jets versus Patriots played about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man.
That's yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little rematch game here for the Jets. I'm taking the Jets for the fun of it. So listen, the next game on the docket, man. Another New York football team, not the New York City football team.
Buffalo.
We got the Buffalo Bills who had to leave home, man. Yo, there was a meme that I just saw earlier this morning before I left. That said 6 feet of snow in Buffalo. Thank God that Kyler Murray is not their quarterback.
Wow.
He would have been buried in there.
Hey, side note, last night I went to dinner, and as an appetizer, I had calamari.
Calamari. Yeah, I had a calamari.
So, listen, Cleveland Browns at the Buffalo Bills. This game will be in Detroit, since Detroit is in New York City. Some people will say New Jersey, but anyway, I digress. We got Cleveland going to Cleveland at Buffalo. Listen, man, who knows where Buffalo is going to be mentally with this game? This is a 63 football team. They lost some games that they probably should have won. Miami is a strong team, but Buffalo had a chance to win that. And then they lost to the Jets. Was one of their 3 losses. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, the Patriots was the 3rd loss. So I think they're 0-3 in their division, which is for an elite football team that you should be considered a Super Bowl team. That's not exactly a good thing. So
hold on. They're 6-3, right?
Yep.
Well, 6-4.
No, they're 6-3.
6-3.
Yep.
So they lost to the Jets, Dolphins, and Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings was the other game.
Yeah, come on. Last week, Justin, give me that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that catch there was ridiculous. Yes.
Might be catching.
So you got a 3-6 Browns football team. Listen, man, this is another team that should be relying heavily on the run, which they do, but it just seems like at moments, in clutch situations, they don't hang on to those guys. You got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, who can be considered both elite running backs in this league. And they just don't know how to close games, man. Like, those guys should be your closers. They should be the Mariano Rivera of your football team, of the game plan, yet they don't use it that way. You got Jacoby Brissett, who is serviceable at best. Great quality backup, can be the 31st, 32nd quarterback in the league, but right now he's not an elite quarterback. So you need to help him out as much as possible. Soon you're gonna have Deshaun Watson coming in soon. So, but a 3-6 football team, they gotta win this game. They gotta win here on out for the most part if they want to get one of the wild card spots. So I mean, it starts today against Buffalo. What do y'all think?
Let me take this one.
Go ahead. You go first. Go ahead.
The Bills are always so much hype. It's so much hype because they have Josh Allen. Then it only increased when Von Miller jumped over. The Bills do have one of the best defenses in the NFL, and I think it all goes back to the fact that they don't run the ball well.
Yeah,
their best runner is Josh Allen. They made the trade for Hines, and he hasn't done anything since he's gotten there. And I understand you probably got to get adjusted to the playbook, but why bring a guy in at running back if he's not going to help you, or he's just going to help you in your short yardage game as far as, passing out the flats and,
Yeah, I mean, like they already have that in Singletary, so it's like,
and so to me, I never got that. I never understood that where they were going with it, but I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it back to Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the one that has to show up.
Yeah.
You know, he gets so much fanfare, and people thought he got shafted out of the MVP, and he's supposed to be the front runner of MVP this year. And no, he's lost games. I was in Miami when they lost. Josh Allen lost that game for them.
Right. Now, for me, like, listen, I advocated for him to be MVP the last couple of years, but I think that this season he's kind of thrown himself out of that. I mean, he would have to go on an absolute tear the rest of the season to get his name back in that, that category. Yeah,
and I don't see it.
It's an inconsistent team right now too.
I don't see it. I don't see it. And I didn't get a chance to watch them against the Vikings last week, but I do know the games that they did lose prior. Stephon Diggs was a non-factor in those two games that they lost. Prior to the Vikings game, I didn't get a chance to watch. But when they played the Dolphins, of course, and then when they played the Jets, they took Diggs out the game. Non-factor. So, and I think the Cleveland Browns, they have enough on that in that front seven to apply pressure to make Josh Allen have a very long afternoon. You know, the secondary for the Browns isn't terrible, but it's very serviceable. That they could many different coverages. So for me, I'm taking the Browns in this one.
Nah, you know what? I'm not taking the Browns. I would love to be. I hate how a person do their game plan and then just abandon it.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down in their game plan room to listen to what they say and then come out Sunday and just listen to them and see how fast they abandon.
They're different, yeah. If they changed how they attack.
I mean, it's wild that the stuff that they be doing on the ground works. 4 yards in a cloud of dust works.
Yeah.
Especially with them two that you got back there, that 4 yards can turn to 20 real quick.
I don't think it's a better tandem in the NFL.
There isn't. Those are the best two running tandem in the league.
And a lot of teams are inquiring about Kareem Hunt before the deadline.
Kareem Hunt, right?
It was like, no, and I mean, you guys, hit it on the nail, man. Like, this front seven for the Browns is fantastic, but it just seems like, again, both sides of the team just doesn't know how to close games. The secondary does need help. So if they can't apply pressure on Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs should have another big game today, or have a big game today. Like Les said, I mean, he's been, a little bit contained. Again, this guy is one of the best route runners in the league. It's an interesting football game because even though they both, they each have a different record, 3-6, and then 6-3. Cleveland can definitely, make this challenge, especially the fact that Buffalo has to play in another stadium. So,
right.
We'll see. I'm gonna take the Bills, man. I'm gonna take the Bills in the tight one. I'm
taking the Bills too. So,
all right, let me get to the next game on the docket here real quick. I have the Los Angeles Rams going to New Orleans. You got the 3-6 Rams, 3-6 defending Super Bowl champions against the 3-7 Saints. Fellas, man, like, I don't know, like, again, inconsistency. But one thing that and I alluded to this a couple of weeks ago in one of the shows. You lose Von Miller, and then you lose your left tackle, who his name is escaping me right now, with all due respect to that player.
Whitworth.
Andrew Whitworth. I mean, two fantastic players in the trenches. I think that's the biggest factor for them right now. They're not protecting Matt. And they're not applying pressure.
And check this out, Vic.
OBJ, don't forget now.
And then check this out. I'm glad you said OBJ. Because Cooper Kupp is gone basically for the year. He's out 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, and they're saying if they don't turn their season around, which I don't know when they're going to consider it turning it around, that they will shut him down the rest of the season because he's eligible to come back in 5 or 6 weeks. But that's going to mean, are they going to be in a playoff run? You know what I mean? So that again, this is a different Rams football team. This is not the Super Bowl champions. But go ahead. What do y'all have in this game?
I got another question too. Who's starting their quarterback for the Saints?
I think Andrew is gonna. They're sticking with Andy Dalton today.
Red Rifle.
You know what? This may be a tie. This may be a tie, man. I'm dead serious. This may be a tie. This may be a tie. Jameis is supposed to be a quarterback for New Orleans.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, it is what it is. Jameis Winston is supposed to be the quarterback in New Orleans. What they doing there, I don't know, but Jameis Winston is supposed to be the quarterback there.
It's unfortunate, man, because like you could see him working hard in the offseason. I mean, they put the videos out there.
It ain't even the offseason. It's just he's
always hurt.
He's but he's healthy now. But it's like they're not wanting him to play. Yeah. He's a better quarterback than Andy Dalton right now. He's just better. But I tell you what, you put Mormon Tebow back there all day long if you want to. He still ain't. I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, let me. Their defense is gonna always be. Their defense is always gonna be top. Their defense is gonna always be there, the talent wise and everything. So yes. That's gonna be that. But bottom line, if y'all gotta depend on a gimmick to win, y'all ain't gonna be nothing. Number 7 is your gimmick. Number 7 be on offense, he be on defense, he be on special teams, he be on everything. At the end of the day, if you gotta depend on him to do what you gotta do, you ain't nothing. So again, give me a tie.
You got Les.
Well,
disagree.
I want to talk about the Rams a little bit because this is something that I find very interesting. Just with the way the season's going after winning the Super Bowl, which we know a lot of teams have Super Bowl hangover. And then if we remember at the beginning of the season, it was a big discussion about Matthew Stafford and his elbow, shoulder, whatever was going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this game that they shut Stafford down as well. I mean, we haven't seen too many repeat Super Bowl champions anyway. So, I mean, who knows if they were going to come back and win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
From the jump. I think I'll roll with the Saints today. Just for the simple fact that I think offensively, the Rams are going to be, they're not going to be as fluid, as if Cooper Kupp having, Stafford having Cooper Kupp would keep them in games.
Absolutely.
And it's always but they don't have them. It's going to be a lot of guys doing stuff by committee. It's just not going to, you're not running the same packages. It's just going to be a different game. I think the Saints, Alvin Kamara is on that field. You can get a ball to Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara should have 30 touches today.
He's one of them ones, right?
He should have 30 touches today.
Yeah.
Whether that's, 20 runs, 10 receptions, 15. He should touch that ball 30 times today.
Yeah, and I mean, the question though, like, this is a 3-7 Saints team. Are they trying to lighten his load as well? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that because I mean, he has not been getting those amount of touches as he should the last couple of weeks. You want a player like that got 20, 25 touches like that. You know what I mean? So this is a game where it's like one of those throwaway games, man. Again, if the Rams are trying to win and try to stay in this race, they're probably going to be the one to fight the hardest, maybe. But listen, I will pick the Saints too. I think they're just a better football team. Not only, you lose Cooper Kupp for the Rams, but they can't even run the ball well.
Yeah. So the Rams, and it's so crazy. The Rams are ineffective in the run. It's like their run game is non-existent. It's kind of like the Bills. All these teams that we talked about as Super Bowl contenders, their run game is very
lackluster.
Yeah, the running game it's just been losing in this new age of football.
Yeah, think about it though. Like, we talk about the Bucs. They just had a resemblance of a run game last week.
Man, what?
We talk about the Rams. We talk about the Bills. Sorry, the Bills. So we got 3 teams that people like literally took serious consideration as Super Bowl contenders, and they don't have a run game. That's alarming to me with the Rams. That's very alarming to me. The fact that you don't have anybody that you can just give the ball to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
which they
run.
did.
Yeah.
You know, they had 2 guys they could give it to last year. Now you have 0. And
I mean, all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on with Cam Akers. Like, all of a sudden,
yeah.
I don't know if he doesn't want to play. They don't want to use him. They were looking to trade him. They were looking to release him. And
it's just crazy. I just look at who in the team. And the crazy thing about it is the team that's running the ball the best in the NFL is nowhere even near being a playoff team. And that's the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the quarterback. They don't have the quarterback play. Yeah. So,
but then you got the Giants on the flip side, who's running the ball well, and they're in the playoff right now. The Eagles too. So it's like, I guess, like you said, man, it depends on the team, depends on your quarterback. Yeah. Are you playing defense? It's like football just has so many factors in it.
And that's what I say. I think this is my logistical opinion. Is I think you need to have a strong running game and a very solid defense.
Yeah.
And when we get to after we finish calling the games, I want to go circle back to that because I have something I want to say in my call.
Yeah. So okay. So who we picking? I'm picking the Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Saints.
I'm picking Ty. Vic, let's get some rapid fire going, man. We got a couple of games that can use some rapid fire in here. Man.
Yeah. No, real quick. So Bears at Falcons, man. Listen, Falcons lost their first place spot. What do y'all got there? I know
the
Coach
Bears
Les gonna take the Bears.
Of course.
You know what?
Let me
every
get the
week.
Bears. Let me get
this
the
is
Bears.
gonna be a run. This is gonna be a run
Yeah.
fest. This is gonna be
run heavy.
like, if y'all want to see 333 yards rushing on the ground.
Yeah,
this is the game to be in. The quarterback's gonna get you 100.
yeah.
Shout out to our man Big Shot. He down in the A.
He's in the Mercedes-Benz stadium.
Shot-town.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He's in the building. He's in the building.
Okay.
Yes. In the building. Yes, sir.
Getting ready to watch a high school type of format here with a lot of running.
You know what? Give me Atlanta. No. I don't too much deal with Atlanta. Give me Chicago. Chicago.
Okay. So we all 3 picking the Bears. They're gonna have to outrun them.
They got to outrun them.
They got
the plan. They got the plan to do so. What's next one, Vic?
All right. So next game on the docket, we have Carolina at Baltimore.
Give me the Ravens.
Give me Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens, man. All right, they supposed to handle business.
Who's starting at quarterback for Carolina?
It don't matter.
Good question. Good question. I didn't get that information, bro.
It doesn't matter.
That is true. Rapid fire, Trav.
Yes, sir. Keep it going.
Washington versus Houston.
Give me Houston.
Commanders.
Bro, give me the Commanders off of the momentum that they had beating the Eagles.
Give me Houston. I like their running back they got.
Damian Pierce. Look out for that kid too.
Yes.
Oh, man, this is an ugly game. Las Vegas headed to Denver. Oh, what a disappointing season for both of these teams. Where is Russ? Where is Carr? I mean, is Carr the guy that we always thought that he was going to be anyway?
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Me, oh, my.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Dear, oh, my. I don't know who
division game.
I don't know. I picked a tie with the Rams and the Saints. I don't know who to pick in this game. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can pick. I'm not picking.
I'm gonna take Denver just because I want to see them make a run for the playoffs, dog. But I'm just so disappointed in what's going on with Russ. I'm not sure if there's a regression there or they just not like they practice a lot in the offseason. They met up all together. He met up with both of his star young receivers, and they just not been able to find any type of connection. So I don't know how much Nathaniel Hackett has. That is something we would have to study on film. If his game plan is anywhere remotely competitive, if its playbook is even competitive. But right now, Denver is just not the team that I expected and many others probably expected they would be.
Who you got worldwide?
You know, there comes a time in a man's life where days like this, you're forced to make a decision. And the decision you may make may not be a popular one. But be that as it may, there's always a winner, there's always a loser. And somehow, with this year's Denver Broncos and the Raiders, there's a way that both teams will lose. Even if the Raiders win, they'll lose. And even if the Broncos win, they'll lose. I don't see this. I see this being a game where both fan bases will be having WTF moments.
Damn, man.
That sounds like a every game
and
being obvious scenario.
And the fact, and this is the only how I'm going to pick, because I have to pick. I'm going to pick the Broncos as the winners. And the reason why is how David Carr was so emotional after last week. I think the rest of those guys have basically packed it in.
They quit on. They done. They don't believe in.
Listen, like I said, I'm going with Denver just for hopes, prayers. But yeah, I mean, this game could be so unforgettable.
Couple more rapid fires, Vic.
Yeah, right now we got Cowboys headed over to Minnesota. Listen, this is going to be a CBS. Should be.
Before you go to that one, is there any more? Is there any more? What's how many more you got left?
Oh, okay. There's a couple more. Hold on. There's a couple more here in the lineup. Well, you want to save that one for last?
Yes.
We kind of need to talk about it. We got about 10 more minutes, but we need to talk
about
it.
So we have two more games that we can talk about. So first, let's go Cincy and Pitt. Who you picking there?
Oh,
Pittsburgh. I'm picking.
Give me Cincinnati.
Y'all know why I'm picking the Steelers.
I'll take Cincy.
Give me Cincy.
Matter of fact, let me put it out there. I'm only picking the Steelers because I know Josh Stones wants the Bengals.
I need Cincy to win because I just want to see
one more. Got the win.
All right, so the other game today, the two big main events. You got the Cowboys at the Vikings, and then you got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers. That should be the Sunday night game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check real quick.
Let's get them Cowboys. Let's get these Cowboys out the way because
so
that's going to be a good game.
Yeah. So Cowboys at Vikings, man. Ezekiel Elliott is going to be available today. The Cowboys need both running backs available. Tony Pollard has been fantastic, but you still need your power running game. They've been doing that very well, and Dak just needs to piggyback off of that stuff. You know, he cannot be throwing interceptions, putting the ball, at risk. And the Cowboys, that offensive coaching staff needs to help him, not turn over the football, basically. So Ezekiel Elliott, like I said, it will be available. But Minnesota, man, coming off of that Buffalo win, like Les said earlier, I mean, Justin Jefferson, that catch, I mean, that kid has just been fantastic. Between him and Jamar Chase, LSU has produced some really elite receivers at this moment. And they sure as hell looking like they're going to have some really great careers. So the Vikings are a different football team this year, fellas. They're closing football games, okay? Even with an offensive line that is considered athletic, okay? They're considered finesse offensive linemen right now. They are out-muscling guys in the run game, okay? So, honestly, man, I'm going Vikings. The Cowboys just, 6-3 football team, but they're a little inconsistent. They took some losses that they should have not lost. That Green Bay game, 28-14 at one point, and they lost it. You know what I'm saying? So give me the Vikings at home. Give me the Vikings at home in this game. I just think it's a much better football team right now. I could be wrong, but the Vikings are just closing games out 60 minutes and 60 plus if they go to overtime. So give me Minnesota this game.
There's this guy. If you look at this YouTube screen, he will be on the right of me. On my screen, it's the left of me. And this great philosopher once said, hashtag FINISH. One team is doing it, the other one isn't. Minnesota is finishing games.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is leaving it out there. Dallas supposed to have been won last week against Green Bay. How did you blow it? There's other games that the Cowboys have been in and could have finished. That Philadelphia game, they supposed to have really gave them their first loss. They just don't know how to finish. Bottom line, give me Minnesota, man. They just finished the games better.
Coach,
I'll say this, and I'm glad you said that, Trav. I am. And the Cowboys all year haven't had a definitive game that they've won. A signature game that they've won. The Vikings last week, as I look at their schedule, didn't have a game like that until last week.
no.
A signature win. The Cowboys have yet to have a signature win. Even the fact when they had the Uncle Rico coming in to play quarterback.
Oh boy, yeah, Cooper Rush.
So even with him, I don't think those were signature wins. It was great management, great defense, great run game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this. Today is the day that the Dallas Cowboys get their signature win of the season.
Ooh.
I believe they will get a signature win today against the Vikings in Minneapolis.
I like how he schemed that. That was a good scheme right there. You know what I'm saying?
So
Looking through the schedule. Listen, that's good. That's good right there. I mean, listen, that the Cowboys have gone up to Minnesota in previous years and win those games. Ezekiel Elliott in the offensive line was very dominant in those wins. So we'll see, man. Listen, it should be a good game. 425 CBS should be the game of the week that everybody should be able to see on national TV. I'm gonna stick with Minnesota. I like how Les broke that down there as a possible signature win for the Cowboys, which is more than possible. But I mean, I'm just looking forward to a good game. Trav, you want to add anything to that before we move on?
I'm with Minnesota, man, because again, they just know how to finish games.
Absolutely. So, like I said, bro, KC, Kansas City Chiefs. What do we have? 7-2 Kansas City Chiefs headed over to the 5-4 Chargers, man. Like
Chargers in the same boat as Dallas. To me, to be honest, yeah. They don't know how to finish games.
Yeah,
last week proved that. You had 2 shots to win in that game against San Francisco. You didn't finish.
Yeah, I mean, is this another team that can? I mean, this would be their signature win. You know,
right?
If they can win, beat Kansas City at home. They look like they're gonna make the playoffs just because everybody else has been weaker in the AFC at 5-4, but they need this win so that they don't, get to 500 at this moment in the season. So, I'll before I let's go, I'm gonna take the Chargers to win a disappointing game. I think everybody's healthy.
You know what?
Mike Williams should be available and Keenan Allen.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
So they're healthy right now at this moment. Who knows if they'll come out of this game healthy.
It ain't 7 o'clock. It ain't 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that could instantly change.
Listen, man. But give me the Chargers in a very, very tight but competitive I hope football Sunday night game. Coach.
I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick. What's Patrick's middle name?
I forgot.
It don't even matter. Aloysius.
Patrick's Levon
Levon.
Mahomes the second.
Levon.
Levon. He they can't stop him. And the Chargers are a mess. The Chargers are a mess. I don't care what anyone says. They are a mess. The Los Angeles, formerly known as San Diego Chargers, are a mess. Keenan Allen has been out with hamstring since week 2.
Week
Still my fantasy team. Mike Williams, like they have literally the worst training staff in all of sports, all of professional sports, I should say. They are a mess from the top down.
It must be the facility because they did fire everybody and start fresh.
The facility, it's the people. It's the people.
Yeah.
Just like Martin said. People, it's the people, Gina. It's the people. All right. I just don't. I'm riding with the Chiefs. I think they got a fast break offense in football.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Real quick, Les. Who's older, Pat Mahomes or Joe Burrow?
Oh, Joe Burrow for sure.
I knew it. He's actually younger. I knew he was gonna pick him though.
He's just a couple months older than
It's like it's a year. It's about a year and a month.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Pat Mahomes done been to 2 Super Bowls, done won MVP, sat out his rookie year, and Joe Burrow just got to the league last year.
Joe old, man. Joe old.
So listen,
I got Kansas City. I got Kansas City in that one too.
I'll take the Chargers in this game. Just home and hoping that they can find some rhythm here with everybody healthy. But shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. Jorge just joined us. Mo, I guess, was not able to come in. It's already 12:58, fellas. We got game kickoff in a couple minutes. Any last things you want to add? Tomorrow, look out for us to be, going live at 7:30 for the Monday night football game. I don't know if you guys got any plans as well. If you guys want to throw that in for 94.
For 94. Yes, we do have a show. We have a show Tuesday. It's the NBA Jam session. We want everybody to show up, support, and everything. So we will be in the building on live Tuesday again. Like, share, and subscribe to 94 Feet of Life on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, 94 FOL Hoops. We everywhere, man. We everywhere. Like we never there. We everywhere.
Shout out to the real quick. Let's shout out to the Dish crew. We had a nice show in which we invited a special guest, Mike Powers from Fox, and we got a lot of views from it. He said that he would share it, and he sure did. So the guy, just cool dude for saying, following up with what he said he was going to do. Threw the name out there, through the scene, through the, Dish guy. So shout out to the Dish. I don't know if they have plans this week of throwing another show, but definitely look forward to that too, Coach.
Hey, this was happy I could be on the show today. Get my logistical opinion on the sport of football, which I normally don't do all the time. Usually in closed quarters I do, but it's nice to be able to do it live and share it with all of you. Speaking of the Dish, shout out to y'all. Great show. I'm going to love when Jacob deGrom signs with another team and leaves the Mets.
So, yes, a lot of praise.
He probably signed with the Braves or the Phillies. What's up, Jorge? That was for you. But hey, love what you guys doing. Make sure you tune in to the 94 Feet of Life NBA Jam selection
Absolutely.
show is going down. We got the cheat codes. We got the cheat codes.
All right, fellas. So, like 1 o'clock, enjoy today. Should be some good 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock games. So, looking forward to those.